Good morning, Anne's Choice.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
We're happy to be here. We're happy you're here. Welcome to Wednesday Trivia.
Yeah.
I am one of your hosts today, Taylor. If you've Taylor Johnson. I'm the unit secretary over in Chestnut Point in the RG building. And this is my co-host today.
I'm Josephine, unit secretary over at RG2. Welcome.
So we both took the walk across the bridge, and we're absolutely loving being here. This is this is our second time or third time?
I think third time.
Third time. Oh yeah, third time hosted together. We were here last week for 1940s trivia, and today we are here for 1950s trivia. So if you felt a little behind last week, you're going to catch up.
And we had the amusement show as well.
Yes, the amusement park one.
Yeah,
oh,
that was so
a lot
much
of fun.
It sure was. We feel like the new Regis and Kathy Lee.
It's going to be incredible today. I don't have a good Regis, but I'm going to try.
Oh, Regis.
So you got a little time. Go ahead and queue up your
Votes,
phone, your tablet, whatever you need. You see right below me here is the website you can click on. There's a code right on the bottom, and you can play along with us at home. You'll see the points all queue up. So right now we've got 16 players, and we are ready to move on to question 1. 1950 trivia. Don't forget to answer more quickly for more points. How old was Queen Elizabeth II when she took the throne in 1952? Was she 18, 21, 25, or 30? That's a great question.
She was pretty young.
That's
She was married though.
She was definitely a youngin.
Yes, I think I know. I know, but I won't say it. Dun, 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 dun. 21. Let's see. What was it? 25.
I thought it was going to be 18, and so did the bulk of the crew here. The popular guess was 18, but the correct guess is 25.
25. Okay, I thought it was 21, honestly.
I thought it was going to be younger.
Yes. Well, she was definitely training for it since birth, you know.
It's true.
Well, being, groomed for it.
She put the time in.
Yes. Okay. Question 2 coming up. 16 players ready. Okay. Answer quickly for more points. The first modern credit card allowing purchases at multiple merchants was launched in 1950. What was it called? Cargit, Diners Club card, air travel card, or metal money? I never knew that.
I'll admit
they had all those selections.
Of one of these.
Me too. Me too.
But I'll also admit that it's a little before my time. I couldn't have a credit card in 1950, so.
There we go. Diners Club card.
Everybody else was feeling the same thing I was.
That
Diners Club is the only one I heard of, and you can still get a Diners Club card today. It's not as popular as it used to be, but it is still happening. You can still get a Diners Club card. I should look into that.
There must have been something to put that together for a first credit card in the country.
Absolutely. Like until then, it was all just a charge on the show.
I'm having difficulty with the pictures populating on the computer, but they can see them on their devices.
Okay.
So if you could just tell them that.
You got it.
Okay.
So we've got question 3 coming up. Question 3. What court case decided that racial segregation of children in public schools was unconstitutional in 1954? West Virginia State Board of Education versus Barnett, Brown versus Board of Education, Emerson versus Board of Education, or Minersville School District versus Gobitis? Let's find out. Brown versus Board of Education. Popular answer and the right one. Segregation in public schools ended by courts. Ruled unconstitutional by Supreme Court. Date to end, practice not set. I imagine it was probably I mean, of course it was a huge thing, but I imagine just like kind of getting a credit card, it's also a huge endeavor to have multiple buildings and multiple districts, getting everything all set to basically change where your kid's going to school next year.
Yes, yes.
Even with the districts all set now, it's still sometimes tough to figure out where your where your kid's going to school next year. Just to let everybody know, there are a couple of minor technical difficulties. Everything is totally fine, but we may not be able to see on our end what the pictures you're seeing on your end are. So if there appears to be a lag in some of our airtime, please bear with us. We just can't see the same pictures as you, but we hope you enjoy them.
Right. Okay. What was the name of the first regular color TV program that was released by CBS in 1951? Premiere, Lassie, Redigo, or Flipper? Interesting selections.
Very interesting.
First color TV program released to CBS. CBS was the network back then, I guess. I guess. I think it would be it. The popular one was Premiere. Okay, but everyone thought it was Lassie.
Premiere. One person had that in the back of their mind somewhere. I can't say I've ever heard of that particular show.
Oh.
Finally, perfected color television. Well, then why did I buy a new TV last year? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I clearly am a little too young to remember the transition, but I do remember like asking my grandmother like, why is this show sometimes in black and white and sometimes not? You know, you just never know. But that's back when it only had like 2 buttons.
Oh, goodness.
This is always the fun part for us. We don't catch the names until they come up for this exact moment. And in the lead, we've got, I did not choose the snow. I wonder how they feel about the weather. In second and third, we've got Major Payne and Betty. We've also got playing today, Shelley, Elaine, Watson, The Hustler, Marge, Harvey, and Beyonce.
Oh, Beyonce's here today.
Fantastic.
Great crowd.
Queen Bee. I always love seeing the names come up.
Mm-hmm.
Question 5. Don't forget to try and answer more quickly to get more points. What nonviolent protest in Alabama from 1955 to 1956 set the stage for future civil rights victories? Was it the sit-in campaign, the Albany movement, Freedom Rides protest, or Montgomery bus boycott? I have a feeling. We'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has voted, and it is the Montgomery bus boycott. That being the popular and the correct answer. So I'm sure most of us have heard of this one or are familiar at least a little bit, but this was the same one that we talk about when we discuss Rosa Parks. Just electing not to use the buses until it is fair for everyone to do so. Mm-hmm. And boycotting has a major impact.
Sure thing. It was definitely historical. Okay, 16 players are ready. Answer quickly for more points. Which legendary Boston Red Sox player served in World War II? Yogi Berra, Joe DiMaggio, Jackie Robinson, or Ted Williams? What do you think could be?
Now,
I think of 2 that for sure could have been in World War II.
This is where my lack of history falls away a little bit, because I don't know how old anybody would be at the appropriate time.
Okay. And the right answer is Ted Williams. Okay. Joe DiMaggio was a favorite, though. Ted Williams left Major League Baseball and served in World War II and Korea. He hit 406 in 1941 and won the Triple Crown in 1942. He served in the Marines in 43, 44, and 45. Came back in 46 and won the MVP. Missed the majority of the 1952-53 seasons while serving in Korea, where he became a war hero. Isn't that something? Ted Williams. Remember that name?
All right, question 7. Whom did Marilyn Monroe marry in 1952? Was it Yogi Berra, Joe DiMaggio, Jackie Robinson, or Ted Williams? Let's find out. That was quick.
Wow,
That one was a landslide.
that was quickly. They wrote it quickly.
It's so funny to think of someone who's a blonde bombshell kind of person. Like, she did get married, but it's funny to think of her as a person with a married life because of the way the news would sensationalize her.
And I wonder how they met. Like, how did they get introduced? Someone from Hollywood introduced to a baseball player.
And that relationship right there has carried on right through.
Yeah. Both superstars.
Absolutely.
You know, but really wonderful people.
That's true.
And Joe DiMaggio went on to do other great things as well.
Let's see, there is
So
a little
sports.
section. Oh.
Okay. So question 8. Answer quickly for more points. What weather event hit London in December of 1952 that caused major health concerns? Was it a flood, a fire, earthquake, or smog? Can you imagine? It was a major health concern. I think I know something about one of them from watching some of these, mini-series like The Crown. Smog was the answer. Okay. Imagine living through smog like that.
Whoa.
My goodness.
That's, wow.
I guess that's when the mask was invented.
The air quality. Ooh, geesh.
And plus then the commercial traffic adding to it
Well,
with
and
their exhaust.
I know that the topic overall is near and dear to the Pennsylvanian hearts of smog, mostly for the Pittsburgh area. Yeah, smog is a huge issue there.
Sure, I think definitely gives you lung problems.
All right, in first place, we've got Major Payne. In second, we've got Betty. And I did not choose the snow in third. So the same 3 folks on top. We've also got... we've got Nick, Shelley, Elaine, Lorraine, Marge, and Watson all in the game. So already there's been big changes moving back and forth. Top 3 contenders still on top, but there's still plenty of time. If you're just tuning in, don't forget to check the top of your screen for how to join. Question 9. This car manufacturer introduced tinted car windows in 1952. General Motors, Ford, Cadillac, or Oldsmobile? Ooh.
Tinted car windows, that must have been a big deal.
You know what? I have a guess. Because I'm thinking, I'm trying to decide if I think that's more luxury or if I think that's more working. I feel like it's probably luxury. Oh! I could be wrong. The popular answer is actually what I was thinking, Cadillac, but the correct answer is Ford.
Good to know. Look at that.
They don't make them like that anymore.
They do not. That's a beauty.
I love so this has a very similar look to like the current PT Cruiser kind of style.
Yes.
Like a nice rounded. But something about this just has, I don't know, it has so much more class.
Okay, question 10 coming up. Everybody ready? Here we go. What did Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay famously do in 1953? First actors to appear on color TV, uncovered the structure of DNA, first to set the polio vaccine, first to test the polio vaccine, the first 2 climbers of Everest.
I do not know this
Sir
one. This is gonna be a
Edmund
full
Hillary
surprise.
and goodness, first 2 climbers of Everest.
Oh, so everybody else knew this one.
Look at that picture, wow.
What an accomplishment.
Isn't that something? I mean, how do you even train for anything like that?
Like pushing the body to its very limits.
Yes, in the ice freezing cold.
And people still do it to this day.
Absolutely, I bet there's a wait list to climb Mount Everest.
I'm sure. Question 11. Who appeared on the cover of the first issue of Playboy magazine, launched in 1953? Was it Ingrid Bergman, Marilyn Monroe, Rita Hayworth, or Judy Garland? This is a great question.
It sure is. I would assume one of them would be more popular than another, but we are always surprised. There we go.
The popular guess and the right one, Miss Marilyn Monroe. And I think this actually circles back to the other question of who her husband was. Like,
Right.
This is it's sort of funny to see two very separate sides of the same person. Their private life, like with whom they fell in love, and their public life of something a little bit more scandalous and outgoing.
Question 12 coming up. 14 players are ready. What was the name of the first nuclear-powered submarine launched in 1954? The USS Scorpion, HMS Dreadnought, HMS Conqueror, or the USS Nautilus? You should know this one. You should know this one, Taylor. I would say. The popular answer, the USS Nautilus. Oh my goodness.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought the Nautilus was actually a fake ship. I thought that was the ship from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah.
But it's totally real life, and there it is.
Look at that. That was quite an accomplishment for those back then.
Absolutely.
And
I mean, anything nuclear power, I imagine there's high risk.
I wonder if there's a museum to see that submarine in these days.
I wouldn't be surprised if that submarine is a museum.
Someplace in, yeah,
like if they
in
parked it
Washington.
somewhere and it's just filled with cool stuff. On top, we've got Major Payne and Betty still. Is climbing the ranks. We've still got Shelley, Nick, Elaine, Marge, Lorraine, Harvey, and RG2 is coming up.
Oh, very good.
Woo, home team.
Yes.
Don't worry, we're not biased. We don't get to control any of it, I promise. All right, question 13. The first study released linking these two things was published in 1954. Ibuprofen and miscarriage, smoking and lung cancer, asbestos and mesothelioma. I think you got it. Or Tylenol and liver damage. Ooh, I feel like
Published in 54. Popular answer?
Smoking and lung cancer. I actually thought it was going to be asbestos. But smoking and lung cancer. So
back in 54, they discovered that.
Let's see. The 1950 large case control studies. Dolly and Hill. Let's see. Cases of. You can see there. Sorry, it took me a moment to kind of grasp what I was looking at here. You can see in the control group that it is much higher, just sheer percentage-wise, of the effects. In both case studies of Dolly and Hill and Widner and Graham. So more than 600 men per group. Smokers were all lifelong smokers, and ex-smokers were carefully excluded. Lifelong smokers are still 13 to 14 times as likely to get lung cancer as lifelong never smokers. So I imagine there's still never a bad time to quit.
And never a good time to start.
Never a good time to start, except college. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. But especially in cold weather, if you're thinking about quitting, it's the beginning of the year. It's perfect time for
starting
New Year's
fresh.
resolution kind of thing. It's also the perfect time to not force yourself to go outside as often since it's so cold. If you're thinking about quitting smoking, honestly, not a bad time.
Right,
I bet there are all kinds of sports out there to do it too. We have a CVS on campus. Check them out.
All righty. Question 14 coming up. Ray Kroc made history in 1955 for this reason. Made McDonald's a franchise. He drove Rosa Parks' bus. He received first polio vaccine. He was Winston Churchill's assistant. Ray Kroc, does that name sound familiar to you?
I have never heard this name before.
Ray Kroc.
I have a couple of guesses here.
Everybody has voted already. That's great. Somebody, okay, so the answer is made McDonald's a franchise. Wow, like in 1955. There's Ray. Thank you, Ray. We love you even today.
And now I want a burger. Thanks, Ray.
Oh my goodness. Let's see, we have anything here about food. No, I guess not.
Question 15. Who married Prince Rainier III of Monaco in 1956? Ghislaine Domneguet, Lillian Davies, Grace Kelly, or Kate Middleton? And everyone has voted. No chance for silly commentary yet. Grace Kelly.
She was just a beauty. That was a fairy tale wedding, wasn't it?
Well, that's
I heard.
all that lace. And,
Just
and the
beautiful.
high class of a royal wedding.
Absolutely. Real fairy tale. Question 16 coming up. Here we go. Year 1956 was important as Israel and Egypt fought over this: Lebanon, the Gaza Strip, the Honda Mountains, or the Suez Canal?
Who knows their
Israel and
geography?
Egypt fought over this. Who knew? I would say the most popular is the answer being the Suez Canal, but the Gaza Strip was also a popular vote.
Absolutely.
Okay. Suez Crisis in 1956. Goodness. Wow.
So you can see who owned what land at the time, and why it kind of became quite the argument. Because if it, good fences make good neighbors sometimes, but it's not always the case.
Okay. Scoreboard's moving around a little.
All right.
Look at that, Major Payne.
Major Payne and Betty still owning the top there. Elaine is the fastest and coming up through the ranks. We've got a new person, not a new person, but a new person climbing the ranks there. The Hustler is coming up a little higher. And Nick, Shelley, Harvey, Watson, Marge, and Lorraine are still all in the mix there. There's still plenty of questions. There's several questions to go. Still plenty of time. Question 17 coming up. This event on October 4th, 1957, kicked off the space race. Was it the Mariner 4 launch? Was it the Voyager 1 launch, Sputnik launch, or Vostok 1 launch?
Surely you know the answer to this.
That just sounded like a fun word to say.
It's short to say that 3 times.
Sputnik. Let's see.
First man-made satellite. Wow.
That's amazing. So you can see a picture of it right there in the middle and how it launched over on this on the left there. That is incredible. And now it's crazy to think that there are so many satellites we have up there today.
There's one for everything.
Pretty much. It's true. And that's how everything runs. That's how you're hearing us today a little bit. Although there has been a drastic shift to cables.
But look what that says, one orbit of the Earth in 96 minutes. That was incredible in those days. It's short. 96 minutes.
It takes me 96 minutes sometimes to get from here to Roscoe. So.
Oh, goodness. Question 18 coming up. 16 players ready. Answer quickly for more points. What treaty was signed on March 25th, 1957, creating the European Economic Community? Berlin, Rome, Amsterdam, or Paris? What treaty was signed on March 25th? The European Economic Community.
I do not know the answer to this, but my brain is trying to sound it out by being like, was it the Berlin Treaty? The Rome Treaty?
Which
just
sounds,
putting the word treaty after it, see what sounds
okay,
right.
popular answer. Oh, Rome is the correct answer. Okay, most people thought it was Amsterdam or Paris.
A full strikeout. I haven't seen this one happen yet, I don't
Rome
think.
Treaty. Look at that photo. Wow.
it sounds silly to think of this as like a neighborly act, but it's true. Like all significant peace treaties are about being neighbors.
Exactly.
And
staying in peace,
Exactly.
working together peacefully. Let's see, one of our, over here it says the news on that in 1950, U.S. state of California celebrates a centennial anniversary in 1950.
All right.
And let's see what else we have. Over here also talking about a new home was $11,000 back in the 50s. And incredible how things have changed.
It really is. And a lot of it starts, what we know today, a lot of it starts with that last sort of question, like what agreements are being made and that still affect modern day.
Absolutely. Okay. All right.
All right, question 19. Richard Nixon and Nikita Khrushchev had a debate in Moscow of capitalism versus communism. What was it known as? The cathedral debate, the kitchen debate, the living room debate, or the bathroom debate? Just by the names of these, I imagine that it was more casual than my brain is trying to assign it.
Everyone voted?
The kitchen debate being the popular answer and the right one. I'm not going to lie, I was thinking the living room debate. So we've got Richard Nixon right there with Premier Khrushchev. I'll admit I don't know a lot about how this debate went, but I know we're still doing capitalism today, so it's not as if it's going anywhere.
Doesn't look like, and looks like the kitchen wasn't all that big, so they had to kind of be outside the kitchen to negotiate. But it was a nice gesture. Question 20 coming up. 15 players ready. Thank you everyone for joining us today. The Korean War happened in the 1950s. What was the boundary between the two countries called? The Blue Line, the Duran Line, the McMahon Line, or the DMZ? The Korean War happened.
I don't even have a guess for this one.
You don't have a guess for that one?
Not even close. I got nothing.
Well, we're going to learn very soon. The right answer is the DMZ. I believe that stands for the Demilitarized Zone, something like that. Oh. Look at that.
Oof, that looks serious. I guess any border crossing is serious. I'll admit, I've never physically been to a border crossing. Like, I've never been up to Canada. I've never been down to Mexico. So,
it's a little intimidating. You're hoping they're going to let you through and you have nothing to hide, but
that makes perfect sense.
They have the right to hold you if they want to.
I keep meaning to get up to Canada at some point in time, just to say I went.
Yeah, there's a lot to see up there. What else do we have here regarding?
Let's see.
Fun stuff. I would say, what about slang?
Oh, slang
I would
is
say
always a fun one.
an ankle biter was a child. Go ape means get excited. Let's split, leaving the place.
I've always liked that one. Let's make like a banana and split.
Exactly.
And
World Series.
I've definitely heard people use ankle biters to this day.
Yes.
I would have recognized that one.
That's a good one. How about, okay, let's get going.
On to question 21. 2 questions left. This game ain't over yet. What was Elvis's debut studio album released in March 1956? Heartbreak Hotel, Lovin' You, Girls, 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 or self-titled, Elvis Presley? That's a great question. I know that the big deal on TV was, I think it was with Hound Dog, but I'm not sure what album that was on. The
Elvis.
popular guess was Heartbreak Hotel, but the correct answer was the self-titled Elvis Presley album. Let's see how many hits we got on that one. Whoa! Oh, what a significant body of work. Like there are so many musical artists that really only produce like 2 to 5 albums, and not much more. But
and then they're gone, and you never hear from them again. But Elvis is forever.
And his influence goes very far. And we all know a lot of the stories that, like, Elvis Presley was heavily influenced by other cultures, other music, and he really was able to bring something that wasn't mainstream up to the mainstream.
Oh, yeah.
Up to like the TV watching, primarily Caucasian audience.
And he was very much into gospel as well.
Absolutely. Question 22.
22.
Bring it home.
Henry Fonda stars in this drama from 1957. It explodes like 12 sticks of dynamite. The Grapes of Wrath, Tales of Manhattan, Battle of the Bulge, or 12 Angry Men.
I feel like we got a little clue in there.
Just a little. Well, let's see what the audience thinks. We have 5 seconds to go, and I think it's going to be, dun, 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 drum roll, 12 Angry Men. Okay, but the Grapes of Wrath was a popular answer. 12 Angry Men.
Have you ever seen 12 Angry Men?
I have not.
Me? I've never seen the film, but I've seen stage productions a number of times.
Really? Okay.
It's a popular one for stage production. All right, let's see who took
Look
it
at
home.
that. Major Payne is up there.
All right, we've got Major Payne at the top. Major Payne is a winner today with 17,101 points. We've got Betty Melvin in second and Harvey B in third. So if you were one of the top 3, please reach out to Chelsea. Come on by and stop by the studio. She's always happy to see people and say hi to folks. Plus, it's a quiet little spot here. Come check it out. Come see what's going on. But we're going to be here. Well, we might not be here, but we'll absolutely be here next week for Wednesday trivia again. Tune in just like you did today.
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
And Ant's Choice TV.
Ant's Choice TV. So for most of you, that's channel 977. There are other channels I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's all right. We can get them out there.
Thank you for joining us, everyone, today.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Happy
we may
to
not
have
see you
you.
next week for the 2 of us, but I am
We'll
sure.
be back, though.
You'll
Like
see
Arnold
us again.
Schwarzenegger says, I'll be back.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Sorry, that wasn't Arnold. That was my Regis. It needs work. I'll practice the Regis. You practice your Kathy Lee. I'll practice
I
the
will.
Regis.
Oh, Reg.
But thank you so much for tuning in. We're always
Okay.
happy to see you guys. We hope you're happy to see us.
Bye.
And we'll see you next week.
Take care. Be safe.